Yanka, a very good morning to you. We saw this matter postponed back in June for Catzavelos' lawyer to make those representations to the Director of Public Prosecutions. Do we know, we are expecting that feedback today, aren't we?
Yes, Rebecca, his legal team did ask the court for that opportunity to make representations to the Gauteng Director of Public Prosecutions. They didn't want to say exactly what these representations would be based on, but they did mention that issue of jurisdiction that has come up quite throughout a number of times throughout this case, because the video that was tweeted or that got leaked and then went viral was recorded and then sent out while Adam Catzavelos was in Greece. So we understand his legal team wanted to make representations for the MPA to not proceed with the case based on the fact that a South African court would not have jurisdiction over this matter. That was also the first time that he actually had legal representation in court, and he even after that brief appearance last time, his lawyer did encourage him to speak to the media, and that's where we heard that apology from him where he said that he was utterly ashamed and that it was basically a moment of madness when he sent out that message.
Okay, well, it seems that he can say what he's going to say here in South Africa, but he also then might be in trouble with Greek authorities because there's been a bit of toing and froing as to whether, he could possibly face charges there. Now he's received that letter, which we heard about during that last appearance, that he could possibly face charges there as well. Do we know what happens now?
Well, that was something that the lawyer actually told the media after court. It wasn't necessarily mentioned in court during his appearance, but afterwards, when we did approach his lawyer for more information about the representations that he planned to make to the Gauteng Director of Public Prosecutions, he then said that there's also the issue that his client had received a letter from Greek authorities and that he could possibly be facing a charge there as well. At that stage, he couldn't divulge any further information because he said that the charge sheet was still in Greek and that he then had to translate it before he would even know based on what he was being charged in Greece. I've seen some various reports about some legal experts saying that there is a similar law that he could possibly be facing in Greece, but we do expect an update on that from the lawyer. After that appearance, I did try to get the charge sheet from the lawyer, but he wouldn't divulge any information. So maybe we would get an update on that today.
So, Yanka, do we have any idea what's been happening with Adam Catzavelos in all of this time between that video going viral? Apart from the court appearance, we know that there was his family getting involved, his family brother distancing himself from that tweet, and from Adam, the family business was in trouble. Any update on just what's happened in his life since then?
No, he's been staying out of the spotlight. Like I said, he wouldn't speak to the media apart from that one time when he was encouraged to do so. At some point, he said that he would maybe grant more interviews after the whole court case or the proceedings were concluded. But furthermore, he hasn't really made any further headlines. From the family side, he's been alone in court every time during his appearances, except for the fact that there seemed to be family members, a man and a woman who could be his parents, who picked him up after court every time. But he appeared alone in the dock and he didn't want to say anything else. And apart from the court appearances, his name hasn't really been in the media. He's also, I understand, he deactivated his social media accounts after that incident, trying to lay low basically until all this is concluded.
Well, unfortunately, despite all of that, it doesn't seem like this will go away anytime soon for Adam Catzavelos. Thank you very much, Yanka Tommy. She'll keep an eye on that court appearance for us this morning.